I am the Gadget Guru Andy Parr, and you're watching iRide.net. With me, you know him, you love him, you can't live without him, DSJR70, otherwise known as Don. This is one of the bikes in his stable that you've heard about him talking about. This is his Suzuki B-King. Don, I'm going to turn this over to you. What is this bike?
It's basically a stripped-down Hayabusa. It's the same motor, same everything, just a little bit slower on top end.
Now, when you say a little bit slower on top end, first, you're talking the low end, 0 to 60, 0 to 80, 100?
0 to 60, it's probably as fast as the Hayabusa. 0 to 100, the Hayabusa is going to win, mainly because the Hayabusa has forced air, and this one doesn't because it has no fairing, so it loses about 5-6 horsepower.
Now, this is a water-cooled engine?
Yes, water-cooled.
Well, tell me some of the features about this and what drew you to this bike and why you decided to buy it.
Some of the features, well, it really doesn't have a whole bunch of features on it. It's a stripped down, naked, fast bike, and that's all it's really made for. What drew me to the bike really was the price. I wasn't looking for it. I went in there and the guy said, well, I'll sell it to you for $7,200 brand new, just get it out of my showroom. So I really liked it. It was a little shorter than my Hayabusa that I used to have, so it handles a ton better than the Hayabusa. If it's more like a sport touring bike, it has very upright seating position. You're not laid over like you are on a Gixxer. It's comparable to the Katana or the Hayabusa as far as comfort. You could sit straight up on this bike and ride wherever you want to ride.
Okay. I assume this is the cowl for the passenger seat?
Yes, you can put on the passenger seat whenever you want.
As a single or solo rider's bike, how does it feel?
This is about as far as I want to go with it. I did 86 miles to come here, and that's about as far as you really want to go.
Now, without the windshield, do you, in your riding position, do you turn into a parachute, or is it pretty comfortable?
No, it's very comfortable. It still rakes the wind over your head at highway speeds. There is no buffeting with this bike.
There is no windshield. How about the mirrors?
Mirrors are excellent. They're up high enough where you can see everything behind you, and you can see 2 lanes over either way.
Now, I'm going to ask this question, but I assume I know the answer to it is speed. But what's your favorite thing about this bike?
It is speed. It does get a little hairy at the top end because the bike wants to lift off the ground. There's no downforce with a cowl in the front. So after 150, it starts coming off the wheels.
After 150, okay, you heard it here first. If you happen to see this blur going by you, you know who it was. Now, if you could change one thing about this bike, if you could tell Suzuki, what would it be?
Give it better gas mileage.
What kind of mileage are you getting?
Maybe 20 miles to the gallon if I don't get on it.
Okay, so this is not designed to be a touring bike. Just because you tour on it does not mean that other people.
No, but it is considered a sport tourer or a street fighter type, which is a longer distance rider than a Gixxer or something equivalent, an R1.
Now, is this a 2009?
2008. They don't make them anymore.
Okay. And what did this go for in its day?
The 2008 brand new was $13,900.
Does Suzuki have anything in this line that's taking the place of the B-King?
No, the B-King didn't sell at all, so they were just happy to get rid of what they had. You can still find brand new 2008s out there.
Really? And I assume the prices will be fairly aggressive?
Yeah, I've seen them advertised around $8,000 brand new, and they still have the factory warranty on them.
Well, it's a gorgeous bike. I like the wide stance, of the tank. When you look at it, in terms of the water cooling, is it effective? Does it generate any heat?
No, there's absolutely no heat coming off this bike when you're riding.
Well, I guess when you're riding at 150 miles an hour, the heat might take a day or two to catch up with.
Yeah, that's true, but even at a stoplight, there's really no heat on it. You get a little bit on the bottom of your leg when your feet are down, but that's it.
Well, I tell you what, I'm going to step aside for a minute. Let's see you sit on it so we can check out what the riding position looks like. Okay, now while you're doing this, what's the seat height on this?
I have no idea, but I think it's around 32, 33 inch.
Okay, so it's a pretty tall bike. Okay, so when you're riding, what's your position? Your feet they appear to be a little bit behind you, kind of like the Spider RS series. Right. And your bars, are you find that you're leaning forward?
Well, in the turn like this, yeah, I'm leaning a little bit forward, but when the bars are straight, I'm pretty much in this position riding, so it's a pretty straight up style.
It's a unique style. Now, I know it's in the naked category, but it really doesn't look naked. It has just enough there to give it some style.
Yes, it does have some pretty good styling to it, but I do like the naked look of it.
Well, I hope that you ride it safely. If you are riding it at very high speeds, I just hope you don't get caught. For iRide.net, I'm the Gadget Guru Andy Parr. I'll see you on the road and online.